Hi guys, and congratulations. I am so excited that you decided to join us in HempWorx, My Daily Choice. My name is Lauren Dorsey. I am the team leader of Team Hemp Healers. I began my journey here I began in April of 2018, but I really didn't start working until May. I was one of those people that decided I wanted to try the products for a little while and have my own story to share. And while that was great, and I loved it, when I started working in May and really, talking to people and sharing the products and the business opportunity, I quickly learned that there are a lot more people out there who are interested in this information than I had originally thought would be, and I wished that I had started sooner. So what I really would like to share with you right up front is do not feel the need that you have to watch every training video and read all of the information and know the science behind it before you can get started. I've got people on my team who have placed their orders and never even got their kits and have ranked to the first level of leadership in our company before their products even arrive. So again, please don't feel like you need to have all the answers or know everything before you can get started. What this video is a quick rundown of a couple of things you do need to do and a couple of things that are helpful to know to get you started, so you can get started right away and have a very successful business here. So again, my name is Lauren Dorsey. I am the leader of Team Hemp Healers. If you're watching this video on YouTube or somewhere else, please get with the person that invited you here. If you're watching this on my channel, I do have my contact information in the description below or in my about section. So if you are not currently working with anyone and you have any questions, you are welcome to reach out to me and I'm happy to get you started. Otherwise, if you've already joined us and you do have an upline or a leader and you have additional questions after this video, please reach out to them and I'm sure they'll be just as happy to help you get started. So I'm just going to dive right in, guys, because the point is we don't need to learn all the facts first. So the very first thing that I tell everyone to do, log in. Log into your back office. You should have received an email. What I love about this company is they give us the ability to start right away. Like I said, the minute you click submit, the minute you purchase your business for that one-time $20 affiliate fee, you immediately have access to your websites, your back office, and you can start making money now. So the very first thing you want to do is click into your back office. On the left-hand side, you're going to see a link that says My Websites. When you click on that, you'll see a whole page there of different landing pages and website links directly to you. There are a ton, and it can be overwhelming. There's a couple that you're going to want when you first get started, and the others you can kind of play with over time. So I just want to tell you about those important ones to start with. Number one, you're going to need something for your customers to get on and shop, and for people to join you in the industry. That's going to be your customer or your shopping page. My personal favorite is the www.hempworx.com/your-username. The second one that you're going to need is what's called our pre-enrollment or our pre-affiliate tour. There's a bunch of different language out there used for it. You might hear pre-enrollee, pre-affiliate, 7-day free tour, trial period. What that is HempWorx and My Daily Choice provides a system for us as affiliates to share with people who are interested in the company, the business, the products, where we can send them this link. They add their name and their email, and they immediately have access to a backstage tour of our business. They're going to learn about the compensation plan. They're going to learn about the products, the potential income that they have with HempWorx and My Daily Choice. And it's a really amazing tool because it allows us to share that link with them and help them get started as well. I'll go over more of that later, but the link that I prefer for that is, again, the HempWorx one. It's www.hempworxbizop.com/your-username. The reason I like that one is it's just brighter, it's cleaner, it looks a little more professional. It has our products listed on the front, but there are other great ones. There are many in different languages, so a lot of great tools there for you guys to use. Again, I'll go over more in depth what that is later in this video. Really important, I mentioned your username. And something that I like to recommend to everyone, I just want to say from the beginning, it's not a requirement. It's just a suggestion that I make to everyone just getting started. When you have your website and you have /your-username, for example, mine is /Lauren Dorsey right now, it's very easy for people to be rerouted to someone else's page, or if they forget to type in that Lauren Dorsey or / your username, it can direct them to the corporate page, which is not going to block them from joining the company or placing an order. It's just going to remove them from your direct organization. So very important. You want to make sure that you have that. A suggestion that I make is go to GoDaddy.com. There are other, things out there that you can use, but you can essentially buy a domain name. And what that does is you can create something that's specific to you. So for example, my team's name is Hemp Healers. So I might have welcome to hemphealers.com or shophemphealers.com. Anything that's creative, anything that's available. You can find some from $1 to $12. There are some that are several hundreds, but they're there for you to choose. Now, again, it's just a recommendation. It is not a requirement. It is a small fee up front that some people are not quite comfortable with, investing more money at this time, and that is 100% okay. Again, it is not required. It's just a suggestion, but it does avoid that mishap of rerouting your customers and your leads to someone else. So just something to think about. Next thing I wanted to talk about is your earnings. You're going to see an earnings tab on your left-hand side. You want to click that right away. As soon as you have your website and you're ready to start sharing this with people, you want to make sure that your pay information is set up. First is how you are going to pay for your products. So you want to make sure that your bank account and your credit card or debit card is set in there so that when you're placing your orders, you don't have to go through the hassle of all that. It's already saved. However, there's also an option of how you choose to get paid. We all want to get paid, right? That's why we're here. So make sure you set that up. We are paid on a weekly basis. So really a cool thing is that if you join on, say, a Wednesday, and you sell a bottle that night or the next day on Thursday, you're already going to have a paycheck the following Friday. We are paid every week and it's 1 week behind. Our pay periods run Friday through Thursday. So if you join in the middle of the week, you're going to be eligible for a paycheck almost instantly the following week if you get started right away. So you definitely want to make sure that your direct deposit information is set up there. We also have a pay card. I don't always recommend that, although it is an option. There are some additional fees associated with that. Again, because I don't use it, I'm not familiar with all of that, but that information is there on that website in your back office for you to go over. Again, I always recommend the direct deposit, but whichever you choose, you want to get it set up right away. So a little bit more to that. We are paid weekly. Again, the pay week is Friday to Thursday, and then we're paid the following Friday. So it's always 1 week behind. It just gives them time to calculate all of our sales, all of our bonuses, and then that goes the following week. We're also paid monthly. So our monthly is going to be all of the other 7 ways that we're paid. It is about 8 different ways that we're paid. So those other 7 methods of payment come monthly. It's always the first Thursday of every month. Now again, November, for example, the first of the month was Thursday. That did not include our monthly pay. They do require a couple of days to calculate things, calculate any returns that may have taken place, things like that. So then in that stance, it is the following Thursday. However, it's always that first week of the month that we also get our monthly pay. So you're going to be coming up on a weekly check every week and then also your monthly check. Next thing is your auto ship. Guys, while this is not required, it is such a helpful tool to have, especially as an affiliate. Depending on the level that you've come in at, you are required to either have 40 or 90 personal volume each month. And what that is your personal order. Every product is essentially assigned a number of points, which is our volume. And that's what's calculated every single month. So for example, 1 bottle of 500 milligram oil is 40 volume. When you place your personal order of 1 bottle of oil, you will have 40 PV for that month. Those monthly orders are required every 30 days. It is not a calendar month, and it is not it's every 30 days. So for example, today is December 5th. If you join today, your next order will actually be due January 4th because there are 31 days in December. So just keep that in mind. The auto ship is great for that because it's going to be set up to run every 30 days. Again, you can change that, you can cancel it, you can adjust it at any time, but it's a great tool to have because, guys, if you don't place your personal order, you can risk losing out on your commissions because you wouldn't be qualified. You do need to have your personal order placed every month to remain active and commission qualified. A great thing about that is you can also use your My Daily Choice page and order the spray packs as well. I personally do order, and this is just to talk about the volume really quickly. When you're at a level of director or above, you're required to have 90 PV every single month. That is your personal order, not your sales. So you can sell absolutely nothing in a month, but you still must have your personal order in order to remain an active affiliate and commission qualified. I love the director pack. It is $199. However, you're getting 4 products. So when you're getting 90 PV, one quick example would be a bottle of 500 and a bottle of 750. That gives you a total of 90 PV. However, you are paying about $160 there. So while that is a little bit cheaper than the $199 for the director pack, your 4 products come in that director pack versus 2 for just maybe $30 or $40 more. And once we get into the ways that we're paid, I'll talk a little bit more about that. However, you can resell those bottles for full retail. So you actually are not only making that money back, but you're making 100% profit on those ones that you're essentially getting for free with that pack. Reason I like to do that is, number one, I always like to have product on me. It doesn't have to be a lot, but if I have a customer who runs out and they forgot to place an order and I know them really well, I'll say, okay, I have a bottle here. When yours comes in, we'll swap. Or sometimes when you go to an event and people want to try it, you got that bottle for free. So if you don't want to make the full retail commission on that, you can open it and use it and let people smell it. They can see what the oil looks like. You can show them the dropper and how it works. It's a great tool to have. And again, they do come for free in that $199 pack. However, again, you can change it at any time. You can, it's very flexible and it's not a requirement. However, I do highly recommend setting that up the day that you sign, because again, that's going to help you keep commission qualified, stay an active affiliate, and you're always going to have your product available. You will not run out. So next thing on your back office is you want to click your dashboard. Your dashboard is an important tool as you move up the levels of leadership. Where I'm at right now, I'm obsessed with my dashboard and I check it every couple of hours. Each section does update at different times. The first thing that I wanted to point out is your Unilevel. Your Unilevel volume is going to be your total business volume for you and your team. This is the number you're going to watch when you're trying to rank. This is the number you're going to watch when you're setting goals for yourself as far as income and goals for your team. So this is a very important section here that you want to look at. There's 2 places underneath that. There's, I think, the enrollment tree and then the rank details. And when you click those, it's going to break down what you have below you. Now, if you're just getting started, especially if you just joined today, that number is going to be at 0. However, as you start having customers and growing a team, you'll see what I'm talking about, and that section is going to be very important. So you want to make sure that that's the number you're focusing on. Next thing you're going to see is you're going to see your left leg and your right leg. And essentially, we have 2 teams that we're building. One leg is going to be your shared leg with your upline. I'll get into more detail about that a little bit later. However, that leg is actually not your pay leg to start, but it is one of my favorites because they allow you to use the volume from your upline to start accruing a business and an organization. So if you've taken that free tour and all of those people began joining underneath you and you locked your spot in, you should see all of that volume there already. You're halfway to your goal of qualifying for everything else that we need to qualify for, and you only need to focus on really building one leg, which is so exciting. So you want to find out which of the legs is the shared leg. The other leg is going to be your pay leg. There are tons of videos and trainings on binary and how to place people on those legs, so I'm not going to get into that right now. Guys, it's confusing in the beginning, I know. Please don't feel like you need to know it right now. As your numbers grow, when you start making sales and your customers begin reordering, it all begins to make sense. So for now, just know which leg is your shared leg and which leg is your leg. As you're growing a team and adding affiliates, rule of thumb, you want 1 or 2 people on each leg to start. So start with your shared leg with your upline, get 2 affiliates over there and leave it be. Everything else can go to your other leg. There's a little placement tool directly underneath it. You can actually click it and you decide where to set people. In the beginning, some people leave it on alternate or rotate. I always recommend put the first 2 people on your shared leg and get everyone else over there. You're not losing money by doing that. You'll understand that as you learn how those legs work. But it's just going to help you have a balance as you're growing. Okay, so the next thing is we have a couple of Facebook groups, and I know that when you just get started in a business, especially if you're used to this, there's tons of team pages, there's training groups, there's network marketing groups, there's things everywhere, guys, and I know it becomes a lot. So there are a couple that are extremely important that I want to point out right from the beginning. The first one is if you're on my team and you're watching this video, you should already be a member of Team Hemp Healers. I am the admin of that group, and there are a lot of leaders in there as well. First thing you want to do is read the steps to a smooth onboarding that's pinned in the announcement sections of that group. That post is going to direct you to the other 2 team pages that are extremely important for you to get into, and those are my upline and our top leaders. The reason those are so important is because there are tons of trainings available to you in there. There are libraries of information, and it's a great way for you to get started and start learning things along the way. You're going to want to find Team Cannaboss, and that is run by Shanna and Brandon Hunter. And the next one is Rockstars Backstage, which is run by Kristen and Travis Butler. Again, if you join my team and you're in my direct organization, those links to those groups are in that Steps to a Smooth Onboarding post pinned in my announcements. Couple of videos that you're going to want to look for. The unit section in Team Cannaboss, again, is that library. There are some videos and there are some documents that you can read. It's all broken down into shorter chunks, so you're not standing there for 3 or 4 days watching these videos and reading. You can take things little steps at a time. That's called the unit section. In the Rockstars page, there's something called a crash course. It is about 2 hours long of videos. However, they're broken down in smaller segments, again, to make it a little bit easier. That's going to basically be everything you need to know to get started, and a crash course on how to get started with your business successfully. Next video you want to watch is also in the Rockstars page called Slay to 5K, which is our unique training system that our team has developed to get you to 5K instantly. Those videos are great tools. You want to watch those immediately from the beginning after you finish this one. In case you're not sure how to find those, at the top of each group, that you're going to see a little toolbar at the top with a magnifying glass. That's the search function for groups. When you click in the top there, for example, if you want to find the crash course in the Rockstars page, you'll click in the top and type in crash course and search. And immediately that's going to pull up everything that says crash course in it, and you're going to look for that video. When you finish that, you can do the same thing and look for the Slay to 5K. So the search function is really cool. Another great thing about that search function is if you're getting started, you're going to probably have tons of questions that you may have or your customers might have before you're reaching out to people, because I try to stay available, but sometimes, you know, if I'm with my family or I'm doing a video just like this, I can't see it right away. A really quick way to get answers is number 1, through your back office and our website, but number 2, in those groups, using that search function and typing that in. For example, if someone has a question about drug testing, you can go to the search function, type in drug testing, and you're going to find tons of conversations about how that works and how to make a recommendation for someone that needs to worry about that. So let's see. There's another group, which is a free trial group. If you did take that free tour before choosing to become an affiliate, you're probably in one of those. However, if you're not, our team has one that's called Cannaboss VIP Free Trial Group. That is a great tool for you to use as well. When you have people who are interested in the business, you can add them to that group and they can learn a lot there too. Our uplines do a lot of trainings in there that teach them things and get them excited. And it's also a helpful way for you to learn things about the company as well. So later on, maybe a week or so into your business is a good time to start looking at that group as well. So the very first thing that you're probably wondering is, okay, well, what do I do now? So let's talk about posting, because most of our business is on social media. So whether you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram or LinkedIn, there's always that question, what now? Where do I get started? So I want to talk about a couple of ideas for your very first post. What worked for me and a lot of the other successful leaders on our team is the very first post is just a very vague question. We're not, and I should backtrack a little bit and tell you, number one rule with HempWorx and My Daily Choice is that we do not spam people. You're going to see it in big bold letters across the top of your back office and your website. So we are not just sending our website out to people. We're not cold messaging people. Although that is, policy for some people, that is not what we like to do here because we need to make connections. We need to make sure that we're recommending things that are actually going to work for someone. So the very first thing I do is I just try to stay very vague and just say, a very simple, who on my friends list has used or is currently using CBD oil? Or maybe you're interested. What are your thoughts? And that's it. You want to keep it very vague. Then you want to stay quiet for a little bit because people are going to start commenting. That kind of post typically generates 50 to 100 comments, depending on the size of your network. My first post had well over 100 comments on it. And what that does is it starts to actually generate leads for you. So your question of what do I do now? Your very first post is going to generate a ton of people that you can start talking to right away. So what I like to do is every single person that comments, I always reply with a thank you for commenting, thank you for your feedback or information, and I always end it with a question. So in this post, you would say, thank you so much. Do you mind if I send you a message so we can talk a little bit more? That's it. Because you don't want to put on there yet that you're an affiliate or that you're selling something because you want people to open that conversation with you. We are not spamming people, remember. So that's how you're going to start your first day. And I'll get into a little more detail about how to talk with them when you send that message. Your second day, you're going to post, oh my gosh, I did something big. I have a huge announcement. Can't wait to share it with you. Check in tomorrow. Now we're generating curiosity. People are excited. They want to know what your big announcement is. What did you do? They want to do it too. So they get excited. And then people start messaging you, asking you. And it's up to you. If you want to make them wait, you can make them wait, or you can talk to them right then and there and invite them to, get started on this journey with you. Your third day is when, now you might be thinking, why do I have to wait 3 days if you want me to get started right away? Because that very first post generated probably about 50 to 100 leads for you, and you're going to need a couple of days to talk to them up front, right? So your third day is when you're making this big reveal, this big announcement that you're so excited, you joined this company, you love this product, and you cannot wait to share it with everyone. A couple of options. You can create a nice long post. However, not everyone sees that. Going live is always your best bet. I understand a lot of people don't like to go live. If that's the case, I will go live with you if you're on my team, or talk to your sponsor. I bet they would be willing to do that with you as well. So you're going to go live. You're going to share your excitement. I've just joined this company. I can't believe it. I'm so excited to share it with you. After everybody's comments about CBD the other day, and after all the research that I've done and all the conversations that I've had, I chose HempWorx because XYZ, whatever your reason is. You're going to have someone there with you if you're not confident or comfortable enough yet to talk about what XYZ might mean. So don't feel stuck there. And in that video, you are going to invite people to join you. You're going to say, I am looking for people to come into this industry with me. I am looking for people to get started with me. You're inviting them to join you, and you're going to end it with basically a Q&A. So you can say, please ask all of your questions here, because even if I don't know the answer, it's a great opportunity for you to help me continue to learn as well, because someone else down the road might have that question too. Don't be afraid of questions that you cannot answer. You can always respond just how I just did and say, it's okay, because if I don't know the answer, you're going to help me learn when I go find it for you. So never be afraid of their questions. It's always an opportunity for you to learn and for them. And they start to trust you if you're honest and say, look, I don't know the answer to that yet, but I'm going to find it. Okay, so a couple of other posts that are really great as you're getting started. Now, you've already made your announcement. People know that you're in the industry. You're going to start slow, but there's some really great posts that we have saved in the group or in my group that you can find, which are things along the lines of, what if just a few drops under your tongue twice a day could help you with improved sleep, feeling less anxious, minimize your pain, help with mental clarity and focus, right? You're going to list out the things that it has helped you with. You're going to end it with a call to action there and say, would you try it? That's it, because you're asking a question. You're getting people to answer you in your post. And that's how you want to make a post. You want to point out the benefits of it, but you always want to end with a question. There's tons of other things that we can talk about as far as posting. Please reach out to your sponsor or myself if I'm your sponsor or your leader. And I'm happy to help you get started with some of those as well. Couple of important things. Recently, My Daily Choice has launched a new compliance department for legal reasons. You guys, we are not doctors. The cool thing is we really don't have to be, because the research is out there about CBD. We don't need to have all the answers. If they want scientific information or those research answers, it's all on our website available for them. We can point them in that direction there. Very important, do not mention disease names. We cannot talk about a specific disease because we are not a doctor. So we cannot diagnose, we cannot treat, and we cannot cure. However, we can share what it's done for us. So some examples are, we can't say diabetes. However, we can say it helps to regulate blood sugars. We cannot say anxiety, but we can say it helps reduce anxiousness or relieve stress. So there's always ways around it. There is a document posted in our back office and in our team page of things that we can say to get that point across without using those disease names. Another really cool thing is ask for product testers. Guys, we're brand new, right? We're just getting into this. Ask people to test your product. We have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's a risk-free to purchase our products and try it. If they do that, you can offer maybe a free sample. Ask them to try it and write a review for you. You can offer a sample. You can offer, maybe you offer to pay the $20 for them to upgrade to an affiliate account. It's completely up to you. You don't have to offer anything. You can just ask for people to test the product for 30 days and write a review for you. But ask. People will do it. And then once you start having other people's stories to share, that's going to help you open up your network and be able to reach and connect with more people. Because let's face it, guys, I don't deal with, certain chronic pain or other diseases or conditions that a lot of people do benefit from with this oil. But when I have other people talking about that and I can share that story, I'm reaching more people in similar situations that I may not have been able to before. So don't be afraid to ask people to try your product and give you a review. Posting times, this is just a really quick tip. When you're posting on social media about your business, key posting times, 7 to 8 a.m. in the morning, when people are getting up from work or for work and just kind of laying there before they get in the shower, or maybe they're drinking a cup of coffee before they go out the door. They tend to hop on Facebook and scroll. 7 to 8 a.m. or even 6 to 8 a.m. is a prime time. Those posts are short, they're quick, they're to the point, maybe an inspirational post, maybe a funny meme. It just gets people interacting with your page, something quick, bright, and early. Later on in the day is 12 noon. It's lunchtime. People are on lunch breaks. They're sitting there eating their lunch, kind of scrolling through. They're looking at text messages on their phone. So 12 noon is a prime time. 3 o'clock is decent. It's okay. It's when school gets out. So a lot of teachers are getting home. People that work 7 to 3 are just getting home. So when you're posting at 3 o'clock, people who are, just starting to come home between 3 and 4, they're really seeing those posts at that time. Major time, you guys, is 8 and 10 p.m. That's when you can put your long posts. That's when you can do your deep business posts and really connect with people, is at night. They're laying in bed. They're comfy on the couch. They're more prone to read a long post at that time when they're not busy throughout their day. They're just kind of hanging out, relaxing. They have more time to really read it and focus on it. So your longer posts you want to post at night. You always want to post about your business at night. Those are your huge connection times and high engagement. So let's go back. So now people are talking about being interested in your product. They're interested in joining you. I want to talk to you a little bit about how to message them and what to say. And I'm going to take a sip of water because I'm losing my voice. I usually do this live and I have people commenting and asking questions in between, so I get a little bit of a break from talking. So how to message. So the very first thing is when someone says they're interested, the very first thing you want to say is, how familiar are you with CBD? That's it. No more. No less. You're going to say, how familiar are you with CBD? Now, this is assuming they already know that you're in business. If not, we'll talk about ways to, talk to them then. When it's that original business post, you can just say, hey, thank you so much for commenting on my post. I'm so excited to hear that you're interested or that you're already using it. I did a ton of research and had a bunch of conversations. I'm so excited. I just joined HempWorx. Are you interested in giving it a try? That's it. Or are you interested in joining me in the business? That's it. Or are you interested in making money with me? That's it. I know it's bold. I know it's short and quick, but I promise people do not want to be thrown up on, is what we call word vomit. They don't want that. It's a very quick, to the point. Thanks so much for commenting. I'm so excited to hear that you're using it, or that you're interested in using it, or that you've thought about using it. Are you interested in trying my product? Do you want to join me in making money in this? That's it. So the next question is, okay, how familiar are you with CBD? Some people are going to say yes. Some people are going to say, not so much. Again, we want to keep it short and to the point. Great. You're going to love this. This is the extract from the hemp plant. It gives you all the benefits, the health benefits of CBD. I've used it for. That's it. So my personal story is migraines and my daughter's anxiety. Now that I cannot say that, I can say my daughter was feeling very anxious in the beginning, dealt with a lot of stress. I can point that out and I can say it has been life-changing for us. Okay, if you're not using it yet, that's okay. You can say, I chose this because it has helped this person with this person with that. You can point that out. Again, not a lot, very quick, to the point. When they respond with a question, every single answer is short and sweet. No word vomit. So another question I always get in the beginning is people feel like they don't know how to recommend an oil. First thing you want to point out is our full spectrum has over 120 cannabinoids. Okay, we have CBD, THC, CBG, CBA, THT. There are a ton of things. Okay, we have over 120 cannabinoids in our full spectrum oil. Our THC free is just CBD. Now, our full spectrum is obviously, that's our mothership. That is our prime product. It is like the Cadillac of HempWorx. However, there are companies out there and certain professions like police officers, EMT, that the federal legal limit is 0.3%, and our oil only contains less than 0.03% of THC. However, government, police, EMT, firefighters, CDL truck drivers, they are not allowed to have any. They must test 0. So they cannot even be within that legal limit threshold. Those people need the CBD only. It's called isolate or THC free. That is what you want to recommend to them. You're going to get the question, well, does it work? Because a lot of people understand you need that small trace amount of THC to help boost the CBD. You want those 120 plus cannabinoids because they each have their own different medical benefits. Now, CBD is like the prime. It really kind of covers all things. So yes, it still works. They may just need a few more. I find that someone who's using 7 or 8 drops of the full spectrum might need more like 10 or 11, maybe even 12 of the THC free. And that's okay because we still have something to offer them and they're still getting those benefits. So the answer to that is yes, it still works just as well. So now you're wondering, okay, so how do I know if they need 500 or 750? Here's how I make that recommendation. 500 is for children, general health and wellness. Maybe they've just heard that CBD oil is good for you and they want to give it a try. Sleep. Maybe they have trouble sleeping and that's really it. When you get into something that is more chronic, more severe, actual diagnosed diseases and illnesses, they require prescription medications, chronic pain, things like that they're mentioning to you, that's when you want to recommend the 750. We do have a bunch of different flavors that they can choose from, which is the natural flavor, the cinnamon flavor, and the peppermint flavor. Now, peppermint and cinnamon each have their own health benefits. However, there are certain things to point out with that as well. Number one, I point out that peppermint can be a stimulant. So for someone who is dealing with sleep issues or anxiousness or anxiety, I like to either let them know, go with the natural flavor, or don't take the peppermint too close to bedtime, because peppermint can actually act a little bit as a stimulant. Now, it's a very small amount, but people who are sensitive to it will suffer, and then they think the CBD oil doesn't work. So I always like to ask that question: if you have any problem sleeping, or is there any chance of anxiety or restlessness, restless leg syndrome, any of that, you don't want to take it too close to bedtime. The THC-free or isolate oil is only available in peppermint as of right now at this time. I don't know if that will be changing in the future. I know we have a bunch of new exciting things coming soon, but as of right now, our THC-free is only available in peppermint. But again, that's how I make that recommendation. That's how I kind of decipher whether I think they should start with the 500 or 750. Very important, guys. We need to also remind them we are not doctors. We are not prescribing CBD, and we cannot give them a dosage. We can just recommend how they start. I recommend everyone start with 5 drops of 500 and anywhere from 3 to 5 drops of the 750, just because it's a little bit stronger. The science behind all of it, the endocannabinoid systems in our bodies and all of that, that will be in another video. This is just some helpful information and tools to help get you started. Everyone starts with 5 drops under the tongue twice a day. Hold for about 30 seconds before swallowing, and then nothing to eat or drink for about 30 minutes. That's just going to help you. What happens is if you swallow it, it becomes an edible form and needs to go through the digestive tract, and then it gets broken down. Again, the science behind all of that will be in a different video. They want to drop it, hold it before swallowing, and then avoid eating and drinking for about 30 minutes. They'll do that for a week. Throughout that week, they want to increase their water intake, because this is going to help flush out toxins, and the water is going to speed that process up and help them avoid any detox symptoms. It's not very common. However, it is a possibility. Some people can experience a little bit of nausea or a headache. So we want to make sure that we're helping them avoid that. So you want to have them increase their water intake that week and stay at that 5 drops twice a day. Every day, just for that. And again, I like to recommend after breakfast and after dinner, or right after brushing their teeth, in the morning, and then before bed, just so you're picking a time that has a little bit of a gap between food. And again, if they do have that sensitivity to the peppermint or sleep issues, you want them to take it after dinner time, not right before bed. All right, so let's move on a little bit here. Let's switch gears. So let's talk about our pre-enrollee system. We mentioned that earlier, and I want to talk about what that is and why it is so important. I did start to touch on that, but let's go into a little bit more detail there. So this system is an incredible marketing system that we're getting for free. We are paying that one-time $20 affiliate fee when we sign up, but there are no more monthly fees after that. We're not paying for our website. We're not paying for this marketing tool, these landing pages. We're not paying for any of it, just that one-time fee. Our CEO, Josh, actually worked for years selling this system to other industries and other corporations for millions of dollars. And they're providing it to us for free because he designed it. This is, he put it into his company for his affiliates for free. So just to tell you right there, you can see how valuable this tool is for us to have and why it is just absolutely no-brainer, no questions asked. We need to be using it. So I mentioned before, you're going to send that link, that business opportunity link. People are going to enter their name and email, and they're going to get to take a free tour of the business. Now, we always recommend people do that on a Friday because they're going to get a full 7 days until our what's called cutoff. And I mentioned before, as throughout that 7 days, people are still taking the tour and they're joining the business and they're placing orders, and all of that is accumulating underneath them when they lock in their spot. Thursdays being the cutoff day is when everyone commits. At the end of the day, Thursday, anyone who has decided to join then leapfrogs over anyone who has not. So you lose all of those people who have built up in your organization if you do not join on Thursday. Now, what's really cool about this system and why I love it is it's basically the fear of missing out, right? It's FOMO. That's what this system is based on. They sign up, they enter their email and their name, and they lock in their spot. As the company is growing, the company's sending them emails saying, hey, great job. You have 3 new people in your organization already that just locked in. Don't miss out. And so on. And so when you get to Thursday, you have all of these people who have joined the company and the business on their team throughout that week that they can see. So on Thursdays, what we like to do is reach out to them and say, oh my gosh, have you seen this? You have this amount of paid affiliates and this amount of pre-enrollees underneath you. How exciting. Like, are you ready to join? Are you ready to get started? Or do you have any questions? You know, I know it seems very bold and very upfront, but guys, it works. The system works. All week long, our company has been sending them emails, keeping them up to date. They know what's been happening on your team and in their organization. So it's our job to say, look, are you ready to commit? Are you ready to lock in and keep all of this? That's it. Yes or no. Listen, if they say no, a lot of times it's maybe not right now, or they just don't have the money, or they're still unsure, or whatever the case may be. That's okay if they say no, but you know where they're at. Do we continue to reach out to them, or do we just leave them be? Guys, there's so many people. HempWorx went from $7 million in the year 2017, $7 million in sales, to $14 million in November of 2018 alone. So you can see the growth. The people are out there. Do not focus on the people that don't want this. We do not need to sell it. We just need to find the people that it is for, the people that we can help and want us to help, and focus on them. So guys, ask the question. Don't be afraid. Just ask. Are you ready to join? Yes or no? And that's it. So the next thing is, every Tuesday, our team has what's called like an opportunity party. We go live on Facebook. There's a great event. We talk about the products. We talk about the business opportunity. We have people sharing their testimonials. It's a great way for all of these people who we pre-enroll to get them on. They're learning from other people in the industry. They're hearing what other people have to say. We're getting them in that VIP free trial group so they can also continue to see what other people are saying and how other people are growing. But the really cool thing, guys, is this gives us a reason to follow up with them. So we don't feel like we're cold calling. We don't feel like we're spamming people, right? They've made the choice. They've told you, yes, I'm interested. It's giving you a reason to follow up. You're saying, hey, Tuesday party, here's the link. Would love for you to get on if you want more information. Now that they've been on, Thursday is cutoff. It gives you another reason. And it's like twice a week, once or twice a week that you're reaching out. Once to invite them to this Tuesday party. The second time is to say, all right, it's cutoff day. Here's what you have in your organization. Are you ready? And that's it. But it's giving us a tool to use. The company is tracking your leads for you so you can log in and see your list right there. You don't have to scratch it out on a notepad or create any funny, fancy spreadsheets. It's all done for you. If you're not sure how to use that, there is a training in our back office by Tad Falcone. I think it's something about contact manager or tracking your leads. You'll find that in the training video section. It's a quick video, very informative, great tool to use. All right, so let's move on then. So now we're getting these people pre-enrolled and now they're signing up. So let's talk a little bit about commissions, because that's going to be one of their questions as well. How are they joining? How are you joining? So let's talk about the different packages, because regardless of what level you've come in at, if you're not executive, we can get you there. Okay, so how are we paid? Very first is your commissions. If you came in at Builder, you're making 30%. So on one bottle of oil, you're making $12. At Director is 35%. At one bottle of oil, you're making $14. And at Executive level, you're making 50%. So on one bottle of oil is either 20 or 25 on a bottle of $7.50. That's just on the one bottle of oil. There's different levels of commissions on the different packages and things like that. However, that's the levels when you're coming in. Something that I love about the executive pack, whether it's you wondering if you should upgrade your account, if you just joined, if you're considering, or if you're talking with someone about joining, I love to mention this about the executive account. Number one is it is a level of leadership that we are able to buy in at. That is unheard of. I've never seen a company that allows you to buy in at a level of leadership. You're starting out with 50% commissions right off the top. Now at Builder, you're going to be paid on your first line. And what a line is, for anyone who's not familiar with network marketing, is your direct sponsor or your direct customer. Whoever you personally enroll as a customer or a team member, you're getting paid 30% on that. With Director, you get those people and then anyone they refer or they sign up in the business, which is called your second line. At Executive, you're getting 50% and you're getting 4 lines to start. Guys, we're buying into this leadership level, and the really cool thing is we don't lose it. You maintain that level every month. Now, if you're familiar with this industry, what you can do is you can earn that level. You can what's called rank up. So if you come in at Builder and you have sales and you start building a team, you can earn that level. You can rank up to that level. However, say you earn it in January and you earn it in February. In March, you don't. You miss it. You're 1 bottle of oil short, or you're, 1 executive package short. You lose your commissions. You're going to bump down to Director level or 35%. When you buy in at Executive, you will not lose it. You maintain that level because you've invested in the company and you've bought yourself that spot. So you get to keep it. So no matter what you do from that point forward, you will always have 50% and it will always be 4 lines down. You will not lose that rank. So huge for people to point out for anyone considering. If you are already in the business and you came in at Builder or Director, I am happy to talk to you about how to rank up and upgrade your account to Executive, where you can keep it and not lose it. So definitely reach out to me if you have questions about that. Let's talk really quickly before we end this on the 8 different ways that we're paid. I'm going to go over 3 of them or 4 of them in detail, and then the rest of them there are videos explaining. Very first way we are paid is retail. I mentioned earlier in this video, when you buy a Director's Pack every month, you're getting that bottle for free. You can make 100% commission on that selling it retail. You can sell it to a neighbor. You can sell it at an event. You have a customer that's run out and needs one. You're going to get the full retail amount on that product, 100%. So that's it. Retail, we get paid on that daily. Whenever you make that sale, the money is yours. Next is Jump Starts. That's our weekly pay. Your Jump Start is a first-time order from a customer or an affiliate. Really cool thing about Jump Starts, although we're paid weekly, your customers can order on, say, December 5th today, and you're going to get your Jump Starts. Every order after that is going to be considered a reorder, and that's going to be binary. Really cool thing about Jump Starts is that if they order on December 5th and they order again on December 20th and again on December 30th, you're going to get a weekly Jump Start pay on every single one of those in the entire first calendar month that they become an affiliate or a customer. Now, once that month ends and we move into January and moving forward, that is going to be their reorders, and that is our binary pay. That's our 3rd way that we're paid. Binary pay comes monthly, and again, that's going to be on all of your customers' reorders. Really cool thing about binary. So you're going to have 2 legs, like I mentioned before. You're going to have your paid leg and you're going to have your shared leg. So it does get confusing in the beginning, but it is such a powerful tool. And I didn't understand this when I first started. And again, as your numbers grow, you really start seeing the benefit. Binary is one of the top ways people are making money in this industry, because when you come in at Executive, you have 4 levels. Binary is your customer and team members' reorders and all of theirs. So you're getting that binary reorder pay. At Executive, you're making, let me see here, so 15% you're making, and you're going to make 10% on your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th lines Jump Starts. So you're making more money on your 2nd, 3rd, 4th line in binary pay than you are on their Jump Starts. How incredible is that? Another thing about that is with those 2 legs, your sponsor and your team contributing to that shared leg. Well, if your legs ever flip, and again, it probably sounds confusing, there are other videos on that, but when your legs flip, think about that. You've probably already ranked up in the company. You're making higher commissions, higher bonuses. You are going to get paid on all of that back pay or rollover binary pay. You never lose it. So whichever leg you're paid on for that month, what's on the other side continues to roll over. So as you rank up and you're paid on that, that's going to be a major, major paycheck. And the really cool thing is you probably earned it as an executive when you first started out. But when you rank up to 5K, 10K, even 250K affiliate and you bank on that binary, you're getting it at that pay level. Guys, that's major. That is a powerful method of payment. So again, learning how to place everyone in the beginning, we always recommend 2 affiliates on your shared leg and everyone else to start out on your pay leg. Once they get balanced out, you can start alternating and go back and forth. But in the beginning, you really want to work on that. That power leg is going to be your pay leg, which is all at zeros. That's the one we want to build up. Guys, reorders really takes time. That's your binary. It does take time because they're reorders. So think about it. When you're first starting out, your first, second, and third month, those numbers are not going to be big. The reason being is you're just getting started. You're just bringing in customers. You're just starting to build a team. You're not going to have many reorders because they don't need it yet, right? They just ordered the first bottle. So for example, if you join in December and you get a bunch of customers in December, you will not have a binary check in January because no one has reordered yet. Now, when they reorder in January, you can essentially get paid on that in February. But again, you're about 2 to 3 months in until your customers really start reordering and you're earning that binary paycheck. So don't panic. Don't get bummed. The numbers get major, but it's not for a few months. What you want to do now in the very beginning until you start qualifying for binary pay is jumpstarts, you guys. That very first order. You want to be killing it. You want to find new customers, new team members every single week. Your binary is that residual income. So if you hustle in the beginning and you push those sales, push the new customers, push for those new team members in the beginning, it gives you that just relaxed freedom later, where you don't have to panic to make sure you're going to get a check that week. That's when your reorders start coming in. That's when your residual income really starts to pay. So again, those first 2 to 3 months, you want to start out like fire and you want to build up those first time brand new customers and affiliates in the beginning to help your residual income in the end. Our next method of payment, our fourth method is check matching. Yes, check matching. That's what I said. This is incredible. Guys, we talked about binary and reorders and how we are going to be paid on even our team members, customers, reorders, all the way the 4 lines down. Well, check matching is insane. Check matching is your team members earn their binary commissions. You as their leader are going to get at executive level, you are going to get a 30% bonus. So for example, I have someone under my team. We'll say I sign my husband. If my husband's binary check is $1,000, that means all of his customers and his team member reorders, and he gets paid $1,000. My check matching is going to be 30% of that. So I am going to get $300. Don't forget, I also got a percentage of their reorders on their binary because my binary goes right now about 5 or 6 lines deep at the level that I'm at. So not only am I getting the binary commissions, I'm also getting check matching on his leadership check. That is something that I've never heard of in any other company myself, to get paid not only on the reorders, the binary, but also the check matching. You guys, it's incredible. It's insane. All right. So the other ones are, a little bit more easier to understand. Global bonus pool. The company essentially we talked about volume and business volume and that Unilevel volume. Every single affiliate in the company has Unilevel volume. The company once a month takes that total of everybody's Unilevel volume, the business volume for the company as a whole, and puts it into a pot. Okay, they take 2% of that and break that down into shares, a global bonus pool. Okay, like a share pool. For every 4 customers or affiliates that you bring in a month, you earn a share. So for example, I have months where I have 30 or 40 new customers and affiliates, so I earn 3 to 4 shares, okay? So if that breaks down that global bonus pool of millions of dollars, for example, it's $14 million in November. 2% of that is divided into shares and just paid to everyone just for being an active affiliate, right? Because their thought is if you're active as an affiliate, 4 is not a big number to have in a month. That's 1 new customer a week. As long as you are bringing in at least 1 new customer or affiliate every single week, you will earn the global bonus pool. That can range anywhere, and as the company grows, that number grows, right? So we are getting paid 2% of the company's business volume broken down into shares. And depending on the number of shares you earn, that is included in your monthly check. That is just a thank you and a little bonus for maintaining an active account. The next one is rank bonuses. Rank bonuses, as I mentioned, I am a 5K affiliate right now in December. There are people who are 10K, 25K, and as you move up, you get bonuses. The coolest thing about these bonuses, you guys, is we are paid one lump sum. I've been in companies that are, hey, congratulations, you just earned $1,000, but you're going to get 50 today, 100 next month, 500 if you maintain it for 6 months, and then we'll pay you a monthly, but no, guys, one-time monthly rank bonus paid in one lump sum. I hit 5K in January. I'm going to get a $500 bonus paid to me the first Thursday of the month, my rank bonus, full $500. There are rank bonuses that go all the way up to $100,000. And guys, there are people in our organization, in our team that you will talk to directly every single day that are making that kind of money. They are average people. They did nothing fancy. They just followed the system and they're making it. Now, I will include an income disclaimer, but those are our rank bonuses. After the rank bonuses is our elite expense account and our car bonuses. Now, the car bonus begins 5K, 10K, 25K, and I believe 50K. Okay. Your car bonus for me at 5K, I'm going to start making $150 every single month to put towards my car. Now they're thinking as an active affiliate, especially at that level, you're probably traveling to meet with people. You're traveling to train your teams. You're traveling to events and shows, right? Again, that's not required, but it is an option. So they're helping you with that car payment every single month just for being a leader and doing things to help your team. That's insane. There's nothing that you need to do to get that special. You just need to hit your rank. And as long as you hit that rank every month, you're getting a $150 car bonus. That goes up to $1,000 depending on the level that you're at. Now, once you hit the 100K affiliate, which is a 100K team in volume, is when the elite expense account begins. Now, again, you're traveling. You might do giveaways and incentives for your team. Maybe you give gifts to your team. Maybe you are putting training packets together. This stuff all costs money, right? And our corporate office understands that. I mean, they know what it costs them to help us be successful. So they can only imagine as you're moving up those ranks and your team is really growing, the amount of money it's probably going to cost you to do these things. If you want to travel and go visit your team, if you want to, do a giveaway, if you want to have an incentive for your team and give away a $500 gift card or a shopping spree, the company begins to pay you at 100K and above $2,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $10,000 a month, and up to $20,000 a month in this elite expense bonus. And all that is extra money to help you run your business. They understand the cost of running a team, training a team, wanting to go visit and be with your team, and the company helps you with doing that. That is incredible. Those are the 8 ways that we are paid. Again, in the beginning of your business, you want to focus on those jump starts because as those numbers grow, your business begins to grow, and so do these rank bonuses and all of the other ways that we're paid. Again, my name is Lauren Dorsey. I am the leader of Team Hemp Healers. If you are watching this video and you're in my direct organization, please do not hesitate to reach out with questions. Otherwise, if you're considering joining the company and you're not already talking to someone, I'm happy to help get you started. That information will be in the link of this video. If you are brand new and I am not your leader and you are not in my direct organization, please don't hesitate to reach out, but reach out to your sponsor as well for any more questions. And I hope that you all have a very successful business, and I'll talk to you soon.